one of our long-distance research probes made a most curious discovery. It found a Class M planet at the heart of the Lukari Nebula. That's not the most exciting news, however. The probe detected the presence of sentient life on the planet. The biosigns were very similar to our own. It is possible that we have discovered a lost tribe of Lukari. We're going to investigate, and we'd like some backup. The probe went offline rather suddenly after detecting the planet. These people might not be very friendly.
I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact. Curious. Perhaps they might respond more favorably to a familiar face. May I open a channel? Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K. of the LSS Reskava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us. I'm not certain. Wait, they're locking weapons. I don't understand. The Reskava is not.
Vessels. This is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kantari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities and ask you to do the same. There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
The Kantari. They survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kentar and make it here. Historically, Kantari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are. Trees of Lukar. The Kantari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street? Kentari on the street looks quite ill. Toxic chemical emissions in the area. They still use unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable. The doors here have built-in filtration systems.
Enemy targets on sensor. Enemy targets on sensor.
What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store? It's full of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge others to withstand it. Does that fluid look off to you? I've never seen this level of suffering. Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. There are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Kill the Lukari and her alien lackeys!
Enemy targets on
The Lukari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature. The Capitol building is a short distance from here.
The structural integrity of several housing blocks has been called into question by independent analysts. Ministers of the building authority deny any cause of concern as tower extension projects aimed at elevating the blocks above the small level have commenced.
Even here, the poor huddled in misery. What? Another attack?
Enemy target
not the last of them. Let's go inside. The Centauri have some explaining to do. Well, this place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Welcome to New Kentar. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people. I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better, and the traditionalists, who cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with them. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lukari, as a threat to their existence.
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. The Lukari, dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned, and more dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right about all of you.
Minister Pentaro is in charge of planetary security. It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic. The idea of working with aliens, with Lukari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue about some points.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
You're not wrong, Captain. And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders? Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
I believe you. Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Saving their ships might build some trust with the Kentari.
Glad you're with us.
by the Zenkepi on the Kintari moon, along with numerous Zenkepi life signs and several proto-matter signals. We'd better hurry. They may be prepared to detonate more bombs.
Get to the moon and stop those bombs, now! I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lukari. If this is some kind of trick, you won't live to regret it. There's a dreadnought between us and the moon! Take it out!
detected some sort of intense energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
A likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
Calm yourself, Pentaro, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able. The restoration procedure.
Protomatter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now.
Something is wrong. Everything just stopped. Why? I don't understand. I checked the settings myself. That room should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite.
All right, let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments. reinforcements to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lukari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work. I hate to say it, but I believe one of the Kantari observers made those adjustments.
I'm taking fire here! Help! I'm far from defenseless, Kantari! Kantari! Cover me while I secure the coconut! I'm taking fire here! Help! I'm far from defenseless, Lukari! I could use some assistance! Matter secure. Those were traditionalists. I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well. I've locked out access to everyone but you and me. We can make things right without any interference once we return to our ships. All systems are online. We're ready to go. Initiating restoration process now. Protomatter matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you. Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar. Alien vessels, surrender!
forced my hand. You and your pathetic Lukari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy. Exile was too good for the Lukari. We should have wiped you out.
Not everyone in the Defense Force is loyal to Kentaro. Madness nearly killed us all. And for what? Pride, hate, and fear. I wish to formally apologize and thank all of you personally. Under the circumstances, we should meet on one of your vessels. The Rescava, if you're agreeable.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us. Diplomacy is part of a captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge. Welcome to the Rescava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentari and Lukari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
After all this time, the Kentari are here, alive. I can hardly believe it. This will be quite the revelation back home. Many Lukari do not look fondly upon the great Exodus or the Kentari who forced it upon us. Still, We may be on a path to reunification, one that lets us rebuild what was lost with the Kentari. I truly hope so.
Starfleet intelligence has learned that Martok, the former Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is alive. Quite a revelation. Until now, everyone thought he was killed in a duel with the current Chancellor on Kronos. Martok is being held in a Sona facility in the Briar Patch. Officially, it's a research facility built to study metaphasic radiation. In reality, it's a high-security prison used to hold political prisoners. General Rodek is leading a covert rescue operation in the Briar Patch. Meet with him there and help him bring Martok home.
Gavan, your assistance on this mission is appreciated. Martok is being held here. The Sona facility is a farce, and their true masters are the cowardly Vec of House Torg. They hold their enemies here and deny them a warrior's death. I intend to show them the price of their dishonor. Begin by jamming the Sona comm signals. Should we encounter any Sona patrols, eliminate them quickly before they can summon reinforcements. The pockets of Metreon gas may be of tactical use to us. A well-placed volley could ignite them. Timed right, they can become our weapons. Metreon gas is a
hasn't reported in. Investigate it once.
We can probably ignore them. By the time they report, we'll be on the planet. Time for stealth has come. We will infiltrate the sonar facility in disguise. I will be wearing the uniform of...
Warning, ship is under attack.
Time for... Yes.
Warning, ship is under attack.
The maximum security area lies ahead. Follow my lead, and we will infiltrate the cell block where they are holding Marta. Remember, you are prisoners. Stay within the red lines, obey all commands, and do not engage the guards until I give you the signal. See all those turrets? If you step out of line, they are prepared to remind you of your place.
Five more lifers! What did you idiots do to earn such dishonor?
Not my concern. My concern is to bring them here now.
Fair enough. I have plenty of time to find out. Go straight ahead to processing. What a miserable bunch of butter! Get these convicts out of my sight!
Watch for patrols. We may need to fight them on the way out.
Prisoners to the back wall for processing. Prisoners to the back wall for processing. Prisoners to the back wall for processing. I don't see anything about 5 new prisoners.
Not my concern. Should I tell Torg that you are not ready to receive them?
That won't be necessary. We'll process them. Sign here. We've come for the butcher. Bring me Martok. Patience. We're out processing him now. You, take these convicts to their cells and be quick about it.
Quick. Right.
Move along, convicts. Don't make me ask you again. Move along, convicts. Don't make me ask you again.
Torg is allied with the Zinkethi. There is no end to his dishonor. Martok defeated many Zinkethi in close combat. It is why they call him the Butcher.
Haven't seen you around here before.
I'm new. What of it?
Well, put those convicts in their place, and we can get some blood wine after our shifts. Give me a reason to break you, Martok. We have lots of time to play.
Martok, we've come for you.
Have you now? Wait, I know your face. One of Moog's sons fights under Torg's banner? Disappointing.
I am Rodan, son of Nagra, an ally, oath. This is no time for talk. Arm yourself before the guard.
What is this? Explain yourselves!
Isn't it obvious? I'm leaving, you piece of Vakta.
I think the Zinkethi disagree with you, Martok.
Miserable Takek.
There is no escape.
Right now! For the Empire!
Good. If I am to die, I will die in battle. Something on your mind? I fought Jempak, felt his blade strike home, and died the death of a warrior. Until Torg had his doctors bring me back. He denied me honorable death, denied me the halls of Stovokor, and locked me away like so much Baktag. He has much to answer for. Time is critical here. What would you ask? The metaphasic radiation. It's why Torg keeps us here. He can beat us to the edge of death, then let the radiation slowly restore us to health. He is as cruel as he is dishonorable. Time is critical here. Torg boasts about it often. He wants to replace Jempak as Chancellor, and he allied with the Zenkethi to do it. For some reason, he thinks they can beat us this time. Idiot! In return, Torg pledged to keep the Empire out of Zenkethi affairs, and to turn me over to them. They still hate me for my victory at Senketh 3. Time is critical here. There is another here who deserves that honor. A friend, and a warrior born. His cell is not far. We will liberate him. There's nothing unwise about adding a strong arm to your ranks. The console to the left controls the door. The one to the right controls the turrets. Override it, and friend becomes foe. Ha! There he is, across the way.
Marta, this warrior you speak is a Jempak.
What of it? The war is over. He has earned my respect. Come out. We have work to do.
I stand ready to fight. Who's this?
This is Rodek, son of Nagra.
Well met. I am First Kavakara, and I am...
I know the rest, Jem'Hadar. Martok speaks for you. That is enough for me. Time to go.
Jailbreak in progress. Security protocol red.
They have locked down the facility. Their doors will not stop the charges I brought along, however. We can blast our way back to the elevator.
Those charges can be of use in other ways. Torg has been running the pathetic remains of his house from this place. Blowing up critical targets within it will hinder him greatly. Torg's office lies beyond this door. If we're lucky, he'll be in it. Until I run him through, that is. If he's not there, destroy his private computer. He stores all of his critical data on it. Losing it will weaken him considerably. We forge on until we reach the main security office. From there, we can override the rest of the turrets and take out the alarm system. Use the console by the door to override them. Take care of the rest at main security. Remember, Torg's lackeys and his new Zenkethi friends will try to stop us. Be sure to stop them first. I was hoping to spill his blood all over this pretty new flatbed you've given me. For now, we settle for property damage. Set your charges. The most recent file is a bill of sale for some sort of large torpedo. Interesting. Tord bought it from the Zenkethi. Doesn't say what kind of torpedo it is. Must be new and powerful, considering the amount he paid for it. This will hurt Tord. At least until I kill him.
It's him! The Butcher of Zenkethi! Kill him!
Main security is ours. Override the turrets and set your charges. We have business elsewhere. That's taking a while to repair. Security is down.
Those explosions! This way!
Unacceptable! Bring me his head, now! This is the strength of a true Jem'Hadar! No, not to trust you! All enemies of the Empire will fall!
on my enemies.
It's time to evacuate. When we reach the roof, our ships can pick us up.
The elevator's offline. How will we escape?
We will use a grappling device to reach the rooftop. Once we're out, we will deactivate the sonar shield generator to clear a path for our ship.
This is highly unorthodox.
Yes, an audacious plan, worthy of a true Klingon warrior. You honor your house and mine. When we are free of this place, we have much to discuss. I see the warriors of House Torg and Zenketh have come to test us. Fill the halls of Grethor with their souls!
I told Lady Sonella that I would bring you home.
Pack of filthy Karus to fight. Good. I can use the exercise.
Flanking damage detected. Flanking damage detected.
Now I Klingons when they cross the anomaly.
Flanking damage detected.
Fight on! Send them all to Grethor!
Enemy forces are larger than expected. The battlefield is ours. Now we must destroy the sonar shield generator to clear the way for our ships. Rodek, the core. The shield is down. Prepare to extract...
Martok! You call yourself a warrior? A leader? I call you a coward and a butcher! I will avenge your victims!
I think not, Zenkathy. Not while I live.
Jelena, weakling! Go now and join your chasing guards!
No!
Many have tried to at faith. Come and add your name to the list.
almost here?
Yes. We are.
I will take Martok with me to the core. Perhaps after the battle he can explain some of the strange things he said in his cell. For now, the enemy waits for us in the stars. Are you ready to meet them in battle? The enemy is near. We are outnumbered, but my crew got a signal to our allies. Reinforcements should arrive soon.
Torg! I claim the rights of vengeance. Face me in battle, or I'll kill you where you stand.
I'll take pleasure delivering your corpse to the Zinkethi.
What's left of it, anyway?
Claim command of this vessel. Any objections? No? Then make ready for battle.
Hostile vessels, you have invaded solar space and attacked without provocation. These are acts of war. I implore you to surrender while you're still able. We may show you mercy where our allies will not.
General Rodek, I do hope you have my husband with you, preferably intact.
I am Worf, son of Moog, Gintok to the House of Martok. The House of Torg must not be allowed to survive this day.
Try not to die. Have much to discuss.
Let us start the stars in front of us.
chance to regain the honor I lost in that cell. I will not forget it. For now, I shall return to Kronos with my wife, the warriors of my house, and the sons of Moog. It is time for their house to be restored, if they wish it.
It has been a day of victory, and yet I am troubled. These things that Martok says, that I am a son of a different father, brother to a warrior I barely know, that I lived the life of another man. There is much I have to learn. Now is not the time. I must return Martok to Quartos before the enemy regroups. Until then, fight well.
Klingon political intrigues are never boring, that's for sure. It's my understanding that Martok isn't going to pursue the Chancellery, which should make a number of people in the Empire sleep a little easier. Klingon civil war is something best avoided. Trust me. Martok has considerable experience dealing with the Zenkethi, and has offered his services to the Alliance in that regard. There's a good chance you haven't seen the last of the General. The Kentari and Lukari governments have begun work on a joint colonial site in the Dranur system. Starfleet has been assisting both groups on the project, as have other Alliance members. I'd like you to join the effort and help them get things moving forward. There's been Zenkethi activity in neighboring sectors, and both the Lukari and Kentari have clashed with them in the past. Dranur itself has little tactical value, but the Zenkethi are known to carry a grudge. Keep that colony safe.
Welcome to the Drenur system. Construction of the colony is underway and on schedule. We're lucky. We would have missed this system if the crew of our survey ship hadn't taken a closer look at the anomaly here. Very. The anomaly orbits both the planet and its moon, and appears to be stable. It's also very disruptive to long-range sensors. The USS Challenger's team has been very helpful. They've installed several planetary defense systems and provided a number of modular building units for use at the colony site. Captain LaForge is standing by on the Challenger. Let's not keep him waiting.
Good to see you. I hope the Drenur anomaly didn't give you too much trouble getting here. We've been working with the Kentari and the Lukari to study it. We know it's some sort of subspace disruption, similar to what Starfleet has seen in the Delta Triangle. Not only does it cause sensors to behave erratically, but it seems to create a limited sort of cloaking field, both for the planet and the moon. Captain Fumarke and I have been collecting data on the anomaly, but could use some more. Mind lending us a hand before we head down to the colony?
Let's begin with a system scan. I've seen some strange data at that level.
Same here. It'll be good to get some more eyes on this.
Curious. It isn't just our sensors, Captain LaForge.
Agreed. Let's calibrate sensors inside the anomaly. It might cut down on the interference.
Very well. I've indicated an ideal area. Let's try again there. We're making progress, but I can't completely filter the sensor noise.
Let's study those asteroids. There could be clues in how the anomaly affects them.
How peculiar. This material isn't orbiting, it's just drifting.
S-type asteroids, mostly iron and silicons. Nothing out of the ordinary.
One of our emitters is giving some strange readings. Let's take a closer look.
Looks like the emitter relays are offline. We'll need to realign them.
Well done. I'd like to run a spectral analysis at the indicated area.
Let's send a probe to the moon and collect some data on long-term anomaly exposure.
Agreed. But we'll need to get closer to the moon first.
have some good data to work with here.
Our science teams have extensive facilities on Dranur. They can help.
Sounds good. I'll see you planet-side. I'm eager to show you the progress we've made here. We've done a lot in a short period of time, and I think you'll be impressed. Ready to beam down and see what we've been working on? Welcome to the colony. Kumarke was just telling me a bit about some recent energy tech improvements. Let's take a look around. As an engineer, I'm impressed by the technology that our partners brought to this project. Working with it has been a rewarding experience for all of us.
Welcome. I'm Kajima, one of the industrial designers. Our colony may be fairly new, but we've already accomplished a great deal. I hope you find our work here interesting. We're trying to build an industrial infrastructure while respecting Lukari design recommendations. It's, let's say, challenging. For instance, they've included considerable xenoscaping. They're committed to incorporating native plant life into the design spaces. It takes considerable effort, but it does mean that our structures are less susceptible to invasive problems with local plant life.
Dranur's quite the hidden paradise, don't you think?
We only needed a minimum level of terraforming here.
The fusion of Lukari and Kintari technology has been very effective.
Our integrated tech output continues to impress. This display will confirm that. As you can see, our energy grid uses an array of natural power sources.
This is the first of many hydropower sites on Dranur. Beautiful, isn't it?
Quite a sight, isn't it? I'm surveying the output as part of setting up hydropower here.
Come upstairs. There's an excellent view of the colony grounds. The beauty of this world will survive only if we work to preserve and protect it. Let's head up to the science lab. They're working on some exciting projects.
As you can see, we've made considerable progress here.
Indeed. I'm quite proud of our achievements.
There's more to be done, but the foundation we've laid is solid.
Fair warning, our researchers can be a bit eccentric. We should be able to get results from one of the lab consoles here.
Ah, we've been expecting you. You've sent a good deal of interesting data to us. We've already been analyzing it. I'll let my companion Eshel explain the findings in more detail.
Thank you, my dear. The first thing I realized is that the inert particles should be orbiting to obey gravity, rather than holding position. I've been focusing my attention there, while Ursha has been reviewing the logs from the disabled satellite. Here, check the probe data from the moon. If some outside force was acting on the particles, it should also be affecting the moon.
Funny. My ocular implants are picking up a noticeable amount of germanium here. There wasn't any outside. Where did that come from?
Ah, we do have a few of the crystals here. Strictly for study, of course. Don't worry. The anomaly prevents outside scans from detecting them. Oh, they're very safe down here. Here, I'll show you.
You brought those here, despite the danger they present?
This was the best way to study them. We needed the lab's facilities.
Oh, besides, we were just gonna take them back to the moon when we finished.
Just a moment. I'm getting a message.
Captain Kamarke, Zenkethi's ships have just entered the system. They're firing an unknown projectile at the moon. It's some kind of protomatter torpedo.
A protomatter torpedo? That's not good.
Their ships are turning toward the planet. If they have a torpedo, they may be able to hit us from orbit.
The Zenkethi are ruthless. We need to ready our defenses. Why now? Why are they so interested in these crystals?
The crystals! They're hatching? Are turning toward the planet. They're heading for us.
We need to get the colony's defenses online right now. I think I can tap into their comms from here. Hold on.
cargo is blocking the way. Head down to the beach and around.
We're still tapped into synthetic comms.
Increase your efforts. Eliminate the defenses at once.
Captain Paul, leave down the ground assault. Purge the Dransuli.
It shall be done, Admiral. Turn off your defenses or be destroyed.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Are you here to bomb us or to eradicate this swarm?
There are only a few Dransuli here. Let's clear this place and be done.
50 critics has burning sheds of scales again. You're wrong. Don't let it down. Keep your scales on. Zombies are pretty tenacious. Which? The bugs or the colonists?
Dransuli infestation has been dealt with. Your assistance is appreciated. A suggestion? This colony has been using open communication channels. That is unwise. You never know who may be listening in out there after all. Let me check my scanner. The infestation seems to be eliminated. Usually it's best to be absolutely sure, but there doesn't appear to be a need to waste a protomatter weapon. Don't make this mistake again. Take immediate action if you suspect the presence of Dransuli.
We're still tapped into Zenkethi comms. On sensors. Watch your flank. On the lead ship. That might be their new weapon.
I have assumed control of Zenkethi forces in this sector. Let us cease hostilities and speak reasonably. As you and I both us, we will leave this system peacefully if you are agreeable. A warning, the Autarch's resolve is unwavering. He will not rest until the Dratsuli are no more, and he will not spare anyone in his way.
This new information on the crystals the Zenkethi have been attempting to eradicate is disturbing to say the least. Starfleet will be monitoring the worlds we know of that contain these eggs. We'll be doing all we can to study them, and, if necessary, protect them. Despite the incident at Draenor, we don't know if this species is truly hostile. Finally, I've spoken with officials in both the Lukari and Kentari governments. They're going to proceed at Draenor despite the incident. We will continue to assist them in this endeavor and protect them from any Zenkethi reprisals.